So here I am with my earmuffs on again, and I'm wearing for good reason because it is cold, wet, and miserable. Forgot to turn them on that way I can hear notifications. But these are my top pro. These are my top. These are my top pro takes. So I was trying to listen to what it was saying there. But anyway, I've been sitting here. I read a little bit of the Bible and stuff. I read Numbers 7 and 8 and everything because I need to really catch up on God's Word. I really do. But like I said, today has been cold, wet, and miserable. I went to Chattanooga this morning. Okay. Oh. I went to Chattanooga this morning. Had to do the orientation. Got to find out I got to do 2 days orientation, so I'm going back Thursday. Going back Thursday, Chattanooga. Finish the rest of orientation up. That way I can go ahead and start work, I suppose, on the weekend. That's supposed to be my shift and everything. So, and I was like, I really wish I could have done it all today, all one day. Every other place I've been to, they have kind of done, one day and everything, but not this time. But seeing somebody walk around over here, kind of don't want them to get right behind me. Looks like, hey, you ain't got no coat on or nothing in the dress. It's pretty, not cold, but it's chilly out here. Oh, cute little girl. Looks like he's got a baby. He's walking his daughter with a little baby. Oh. But anyway, I feel ridiculous now. I should give her those pink earmuffs. I got some earmuffs to give to a lady at a Waffle House, but she wasn't there tonight. So I think she'll be there tomorrow. And this is her last week, so I wanted to give her a pair. She said she'd think, oh, I love to have a pair, stuff like that. So I told her to get them. But anyway, take a swig, rather. Hello. Take a swig of tea. But when I tell you today is miserable, I mean to tell you. Right now, it's let up. The rain is it's just misting a little bit. But it's been raining all freaking day, y'all. That's why I say it's been miserable. And it's finally kind of stopped a bit. So happy about that. Let's see here. Bet you got the darn door locked too. It's okay. I'll go. There's places I can go. I used to walk way up here where it got dark at. Sometime I peed. But anyway. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, hello there. What's the name? The Alexandra. Oh, well, thanks for watching, Alexandra. Sorry. I'm getting the impression now I should have wore my hooded jacket. I got a Carhartt jacket. I also got a couple other jackets that are kind of like, they're not really coats, they're like jackets, Could have wore those. But I don't know how that little girl's walking without no coat. I feel like she must be cold. But anyway, I got up this morning about 7:45. Yeah. Alexander Queer. Okay. Agree. Got up at 7:45 and left at 8 o'clock. Got to Chattanooga a little bit after 9. And the traffic, oh man. A couple of times I wasn't really aware where I was supposed to, I was aware where I was supposed to go, but what lane to get in I couldn't really see because of mist and water all over the place and stuff like that. So couldn't really see what I was doing. And just trucks and cars and just trying to jockey for position, trying to pass each other up and all that and the other. And it's like, golly, everybody's trying to pass a truck or pass one another or pass a slow vehicle or something like that. Like a bat's out of hell, golly. But I got through it. No. I went to Chattanooga. I live in Etowah, which is about 55 miles away, I think. And I live in Etowah. Etowah, not Etowah, but Etowah. But anyway, yeah, it's a nasty, rainy. Hello, Key Money Henderson. Hello, how are you? But anyway, it's pretty chilly. That little girl over there looking at me, she's staring me down. Like, who's that guy with a big thing on his ears? He's a weirdo. This little spot right here is where I used to go pee at when the bathrooms were locked last year. And usually there'd be a rabbit out here somewhere or another. But yeah, I sat up in there and I did the little, had to do the little new employee orientation thing. Had to do 3 lessons of that. Had to sit there and watch videos, take quizzes, fun stuff like that. Do your pay stuff. Then later I had to do the onboarding and all kind of fun stuff. Just had to know the use of force, what you could and couldn't do as a security guard. I was like, oh my gosh, how many times have I gone over stuff like that in the past 7 years? Because I've changed companies. Let's see here. I've changed companies about, 3 times, I think, since I was working with Securitas. First, well, not, yeah, first time. So I went after Securitas. I went to another security company, and it was pretty much the same thing, but they were shorter about their training. Wasn't a lot to it. And then I went to another one. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. Oh, I got to think here for a minute. Yeah, I did. So I went to, I stayed with them for about, security engineers, about several months, a few months. Then I went to Walden Security, stayed with them for like 9 months. And that was a little bit different. And then I went back to Securitas for a while, and now I'm going to Allied Universal. So anyway, in Knoxville. So that should be really interesting. They're really thorough too. That's the only one that I could recall since. There's that one time when I came here back in 2008. When I first got here, I had to do a second day. We didn't get everything finished up. So I thought, well, some of them are like that. But Allied is very thorough about what they do. And I'm not really even sure I'm going to be with them. I'm kind of somewhat on the fence, because if somebody else calls me or whatever, say, hey, we got a full-time job for you, I'm going to take them because I need a full-time job. And so I'll just probably work whatever they give me for right now, but I still need to be looking and trying to find a full-time job, because that's what I'm getting is, my darn bills have been, I still got to pay car insurance, I still got to pay house insurance, I need to pay my darn mortgage, I need to pay something on it. And my son, he's been borrowing money off of me, and I let him send me some money off my credit, off my PayPal credit. And that gets, because I'll be like, hey, that's something you got to pay back now. You got to pay me so I can pay him back. It's getting kind of tight. And then I got to put gas in my mom's car from using it. So I'm going to use it one more time on Thursday, and that way I can get my employee number and my uniform, stuff like that. Wow, one lap. Made one lap. So, I was coming back though. When I was coming back from Chattanooga, I was trying to find the right spot to turn in, get back on the interstate. The light was green to go. I went to turn in. There's somebody was trying to go, like, cut to right. I go, oh gosh. So I kind of jabbed brakes a little bit, and because I couldn't really see the road all that well. And here comes this other car cutting beside me. Turns, takes a left, or I'm taking a left. People in freaking Chattanooga, crazy as hell. But anyway, survived it, I guess. And But man, you get behind these bobtailing trucks and stuff. Oh, she getting toted by her daddy. Then trucks are kicking up water, these big rigs, and you can't hardly see. And I got to my mom's house, and I waited for her to get out of the shower. My mother's like 78 years old, and she acts like she's 30 years younger. But I mean, she's kind of old enough where she's been through a lot and stuff, but mentally she talks and acts like she's a lot younger, even though her body doesn't want to go do the things she wants it to do. Let's slow up a little bit. So got talking to her and everything, and told her I need to borrow her car one more time, because I take my truck, man, but whew, my mom's car is a lot faster and it holds the road a lot better. So if I'm trying to hurry up and get to where I need to go, I don't want to push my truck too hard. But my mom's car, it's like freaking speed racer, boy. Tell you what, that Impala will go. I don't have the external hearing thing, so I can't hear people if somebody's talking to me. I mean, I can hear a little bit of stuff, but I can't hear real fine detail stuff. I can push the little button on the side of my thing, and I can turn it up and hear things outside. Like I can hear a little bit of crickets and stuff like that, you know. But hear the rumbling of a train. I could hear it a lot better if I have my Pro Protects. These are just Top Protect. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Top Protect. Excuse me. But so I got home I got back to my mom's about 1:30, something like that. Took me close to about an hour. And like I said, wait for her to get out of the shower and talk to her a little bit. And then went home. Make sure the mic's on. I went home and let my dog out. Well, yeah, let him out. And laid in the bed. It was like 2:30, 2:40. Put these on. Well, the other ones, I put the other ones on. And I was out. And I woke up, it was around 4 o'clock. And I got up, put some clothes, I already had my clothes on. Put my boots back on, tried to let the dog out again. He didn't want to go out. So, it's like, went outside, it's like, dang. Still kind of chilly and wet and miserable. Got in there, got in the truck, and went to the Waffle House and all that fun stuff. And sat there for a little bit, watching some videos that I made yesterday. Well, actually I wasn't watching the videos I made yesterday. Started doing that when I came over here. So, sat there and ate more than I should have. I've been doing that for about a week now. eat a little bit more than I should have, because I've been taking a poop about 4 or 5 days now. I need to slow down. I've been kind of gorging myself when I eat, because I only eat like once, twice a day. And when at nighttime, I'll probably make a sandwich or so. And like last night, I had some chicken, and I found this to be pretty good. I found that if you take chicken breast and you mix mayonnaise with it and crushed Ritz crackers, oh my gosh, it's so good. That is so good, y'all. Chicken breast with mayonnaise and Ritz crackers. You know that chunk chicken breast? That's some good stuff. But it's almost better than wearing headphones with fuzzy earmuff things on. That's so good. Walking on acorns. Crushed acorns. But other than the miserable weather, it ain't been not bad of a day. It just, as far as hoping that I can start work and everything sooner rather than later, you know. And raindrops keep falling on my head. My head getting wet. Got a paper towel from my mom's house rather. But mercy. It's a start, though. You know what I mean? It's a start. I'm going to, what I might do, I might walk around here. I might walk around the other way and come back through. Walk on the roadside and then come back through. Yeah, do that. Like I said, it's a start. And I did apply to E&E Manufacturing in Athens. What? Oh. And applied for the forklift operator position. I don't have that on my resume, and I called a lady in there. I said, "Y'all want to hire for the forklift operator?" She goes, "Yes, sir, we are." And there's 2 E&Es in Athens. So the one I called the right one. And they said they had a position available. I said, well, I didn't put it on there that I operated a forklift. I said, it's been a while. I said, but I still know how to drive one. It's like riding a bicycle. Oh yeah, so we're looking through them and everything and checking them all out. Find the most suitable, qualified, this and so on and so forth. So, you know, the people when they'll have forklift operations, stuff like that, what I should have put on mine. But I didn't. So I probably won't get it. But if I go to change it up now, what's the difference now? Won't make a whole bunch of difference if I change it up. So I'm gonna go on the roadside here, walk on the sidewalk. Something a little bit different, so people see how goofy I look in my earmuffs. Hearing protector, headphone, furry earmuffs. Something different. should be the, and I might go walk across the street here. Oi. I'm back out of line, I keep doing that. So as I understand it, this place, wow, I didn't know that place was up there. Wow. As I understand it, though, this little place right here is supposed to be haunted. And they have like a little security cameras. But this place is supposed to be haunted or something or other. It's a paddock building or something. It's supposed to be some kind of ghost or something in there. And they had some kind of what was it? Some kind of ghost team, paranormal ghost team or something like that. And they'll take you through there and they'll say there's ghost in here, blah, blah, blah. And I said something on it one time, and boy, they didn't like that. And boy, they ruffled their feathers pretty good. And it's like trying to make me get banned from coming in the store and stuff. I want to come in and make a purchase or whatever. What a perspective this is, isn't it? Would you walk back here? Wow, it's tight. I don't think I'd want to. Yeah, I'd probably get stuck back here. I'd be too damn afraid to walk back here. So I would. Oh, I don't know. I just didn't know they had so much stuff in there. I thought they only had a little bit. Bargain be. Monday, Tuesday, 12 to 6. Come on, go here, check this out. Ooh, that's creepy. Look at there. I'm gonna go crazy for freaking Halloween, man. Go nuts for Halloween. Now this store right here, it says 38. So 87 years. This is a nice store, I gotta say. It's really nice. But they're pretty expensive. They're just really, really expensive. And they really don't have my size. I wonder if they could get rid of one of these mannequins. Use it for something. Anyway. Easy tax service. This is the gym for fitness. people in there. Smoothie shop. I think they closed that down. Probably did. Couldn't do this more often. I've done some revitalizations on some of these places, but not a whole bunch. Another lady that lives up there, she owns this place, Southern Heritage Antiques. Across here. People see how goofy I look at my headphones. It is a bit to buy. This was Whistle Stop. Oh. Emerson, Mercantile, Window Boost. I've never been in before. Not since they changed it. So 10 to 6, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday 1 to 5. So I might stop by here tomorrow and take a look. I thought it was some kind of other stuff they sold in here, but let's see. Kind of curious now. And you got Triple C's Junction. Wow. So basically the same thing. What is this over here? Looks like flowers or something other. Little statues. Wow. I've been passing by here the last several months. I didn't know that it had all this stuff out here. This place, they decorate, but they don't really, I don't think they really sell anything. Let's see if we can get a light in here. Don't want to rouse up the police. I just got a bunch of junk in there. That's all I got. That's all I got. That dude's got a light on his boat. Here's like one of the tallest business district buildings in Etowah right here. Old shop. I wonder what they're doing here, you know? It's like they don't open it up to the public. No. Ceiling fans. It's a lot of storage. It's like this was Tony's Pizza. Me and my son ate here for several times. They've been closed for several years now. We're doing up in this place. Got stuff here and there, but not really doing anything with it. This right here belongs to, what's the name of that church? Miracle Lake. A lot of handmade stuff. They make that church over there. Tables, stuff like that. Benches, shelves. It's only open Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Friday, Saturday. So at one time, gave a guy a Bible, bought a hat. Dr. Pate, dentist, good doctor. Just don't keep calling him. He gets aggravated real quick. Vanity Fur, this is where I tip my dog at. Get his nails put. Gym theater. I came here about a month ago and did watch this guy speak. Seventh-day Adventist. That has some good stuff, but a lot of other things that, were pretty odd, but other than that, he has good preaching, I guess. That's in the inside there on the stage rather. Might find a ghost or something. You never know. So my truck's way over yonder. This is Arts Gallery. Oh, I didn't even go in and look at this. I just thought never thought about it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 7. Or by appointment. Why do they got like little things sitting on a little podium? I don't get that. That's weird. A whole bunch of art. Nice floors. It's like little glasses with something all on those things there. The building that they took down, they still ain't removed the rubble. You can see the trees growing out of it, the little saplings. I ain't done this much walking in several years around this area. This part obviously was the basement. Somebody's texting something. Popo car. There's always a police car parked there. I guess he lives up there or something. And Excalibur gear, new and used arms. I've been in here a couple of times. And then you got the E-Tech, East Tennessee Exterminate Company. And we got the rotary thing, water fountain. I think there's flood in here. It's like one of these signs that they have in Hardee's. This is Tennessee Avenue, that's Gym Theater. And we're right about in there somewhere, I think. Or right about in there. And over there is where my truck is parked. Etowah at night. Who's this? Taylor Smith and Major Smith. Okay. I don't know who they are. No relation. Oh, stop me. Industrial stuffing, hard hats. So that's the stuff. I think this is what they do at the Wapaka. They hire temps for Wapaka casting and stuff. This used to be. I thought this place was I thought they sold out. I don't know. I thought they stopped from being a comic book shop. I guess they still are. Oh, I can't see that now. They got it closed off. They got one part closed off. Comics. And something other it says. I can't even see what it says. But yeah, I just thought it was like they sell comics and coins is what it says. That sign's faded out. But it says disaster response team. Comics and coins, gold and silver. It looks like inside that they got one part of it closed off. Distillery. Retail side temporarily closed. You can see some of the stuff in there. Probably better in the sunshine. This is the sundry store, or maybe not the sundry store, but the no, this is sundry store. Got a lot of stuff on Monday 9 to 5. And Parsons Associates. And way over there used to be a Coca-Cola factory. Model. Not no more. I'm not going to go over there because ain't nothing but a tobacco store and United Grocery Outlet. Ain't nothing much of that. Across the street over here, I'm working my way back in the truck. Probably jaywalking, but oh well. I gotta say, boy, these earmuffs are really comfortable. They've got the flaps down. That's funny, flaps down. This used to be Smoky Mountain Outfitters, now it's Parsons and Associates. I think what they got is like some kind of ministry thing over here where they put stuff out for people who might need something. If I'm not mistaken. I think this used to be a bank at one time. I don't know. I forgot. Maybe not. This thing. Let's see here. There's like a bunch of crap in there. Oh, there is some like. What the heck is that? Dead flowers. Stuff about the Bible. But over here, what the world? They just ain't bothered to take it down yet. It's crappy. Well, Melissa ain't done nothing about it. She's like a intern. She's a magistrate, I think. She's a lawyer, and I think she's a magistrate. Because I had to go before her 2 times on a ticket regarding the speeding ticket, 2 or 3 years apart. So how many times do we walk around the track? About two times. So I don't know. This is probably getting about 2 or 3 more times. So might add it up. Might add up to about 5 or 6 trips. I don't know. This is a tax company. I do taxes. That's what my mom does. All my life she's done taxes. Her and then my sister. I got like a little passcode key. Key pass rather. Passcode key. That's stupid. Key pass. Pass key. Key card. How about that? Here's the new City Hall. It's been here for a couple of years. This is where Anderson's used to be. On beside the Waffle House. And it's been there for like 4 or 5 years, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Something like that. I think I'm gonna change the name of this. Walk in the Park in Etowah by night. Etowah Business District by night. Actually, gotta say, it's pretty nice out here. Considering it's rain and a little chilly and wet, it's really nice walking out here. No, I guess because Everything's kind of muffled to me right now. My ears are muffed, so I don't hear all the loud sounds and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then if I had my other headphones, which I had quite a few batteries to be charged, but Seth takes it upon himself, takes the liberty of getting my batteries for his remote. And I'm like, now I ain't got nothing to, if I want to listen to my headphones and they go dead, I ain't got no batteries, thanks to you. Oh, I don't know. This is a little hitching post for the Amish or Mennonite carriages. And this, of course, is the L&N Depot. Oh, excuse me. And there's a warning on that gate there not to cross over to that property, private property. And there's a 10, 11 foot skeleton relatives of Goliath. Maybe taller than that. Might be 15 foot. But Goliath wasn't no 15 foot. He was about 9 or 10. How's it hanging, dude? Wait, you ain't got nothing to hang, do you? Golly, why in the world do they buy things this crazy? What does it do? What is this? See, please admire us, but please do not touch us. Our bones are old and brittle. I'll say. Oh yeah, this is one other thing I gotta show you. Hope nobody ain't in here. And maybe one more thing. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. They put some of the crazy stuff up in the windows. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Great day. Somebody is seriously demented. Whew. Somebody crazy, man. All right, let's get back into the truck. Cross through the hay bales. By the caboose. They used to have that caboose open, but they went ahead and locked it because I guess some people were staying the night in it. Same with these bathrooms over here. People end up staying the night in them. Get out of the cold and stuff. Can't blame them on that. And I made a video the other night. I think it's one of these. I was talking about, in a way, I'm kind of glad I don't work at the hospital no more because they really were getting on to us about getting people out of the hospital whenever they, it was a revolving door. They come in, they get seen, and then they got to go. Those who don't have a ride, they got to go. They got to get out the property. So they wanted me to get them off the property. I didn't like doing that because that just didn't feel right to me. And a lot of these places, they don't open up to take people in when it gets pretty chilly outside. It's got to be like certain degrees, got to be like below 36 degrees before them to open up to people. Even 36 degrees is cold. It might not be freezing cold, but it's cold. And it's not right to keep people outside on that like that. But then again too, you got these people who are tweakers, they're on drugs and they're outside all the time. And I had to deal a lot with people who were like that at the hospital, and I hated it. And some of them I had to run off. They seemed to, some of them kind of congregate together, and others, they were kind of by themselves, off to themselves. They didn't really have any place to go. What's this dude doing? He went walking in one direction, he turned back, go the other way. But I just hate to do that to anybody, really. Just hate to be a butthole of them because they're down and out and they ain't got no transportation, they ain't got no way home. The ambulance will come get them, and next thing you know, they ain't got no way home. So usually what I'd have to do is they want me to get them out of there. I didn't really bother them too much until a nursing supervisor or a patient access clerk would say, hey, they got to go, they can't stay here, or they're doing this, they're doing that, they're causing a scene, they're being disruptive, and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I have more problems with the patient access clerks getting people like that, because they had to look at them, they had to see them all the time, because they were right there in the waiting room. What to do was they'll fall asleep in the chair, they're sitting up in the chair, they fall asleep. You got a ride yet, sir? Oh, there's somebody come and get me. And here it is, be 3, 4, 5 hours later. Oh, I got a ride coming. They wait until the morning. Because they would get on me about getting on them to get out of there. And I'd call a cop or whatever and just see if they can give them a ride, or a sheriff's deputy. Some of the time the sheriff's deputy didn't want to do that. They didn't want to take responsibility. And, some of them were nice about it. Others were royal pains in the asses, to tell you the truth. And I hate to say that about cops. I hate to say that about the police. But some of them were, others were really, really straightforward kind of about it. Others were kind of like mediocre. Well, we can do this, we can do that. But, I got a call coming in or something. Usually they get saved by the bell, so to speak, because they have a call come in or something like that. And then we have other people there that was just to put them in the that room, the kind of isolation room. And damn, boy, they go crazy, start throwing stuff around, just go nuts, It would be crazy. But anyway, I hate to do that to anybody, though. I hate to kind of put them out like that. And I seen a guy the other night try to help him out and everything, and he told me what the situation was. And but I am so glad that, like I said, I miss working there. I miss working with some underneath some of the patient access clerks, and I miss working underneath the nursing supervisors and some of the nurses. And they were great. They're good people there. But I don't miss not having to deal with people coming in there, and staying all night because it was cold or this, that, the other, and it just put me into a position where I felt really bad about doing that. And I remember thinking to myself 2 or 3 times, man, I need to get another job. I mean, I like doing security here. I like working at the hospital. I like the people. But, man, this isn't a job for me, having to run people off almost every single night, Now, when it comes to people carrying stuff and getting attitude and things like that, sure. I didn't mind doing that. I call the cops in a heartbeat. I want to be a butthole, want to act like tweaking out on drugs and want to get an attitude with me, coming in there bringing stuff you ain't supposed to bring. Sure, I'll call the cops right on. Hey, I need to get them out of here, taking them to jail, something or other. But when it comes to people who came in, the ambulance did somebody call, do something, call the ambulance on them. The ambulance come get them from the house, pick them up, take them to the hospital. wheel them in there. I'd be watching the cameras. Here comes somebody else. And some of them, man, it was just sad watching others. That little thing pumping on the trying to get the heart to beat, That was sad to see that because you knew they weren't going to last very long. And then having to take bodies to the morgue and get some of them out because it was a 2-tier morgue. You got 2 people in a morgue, 2 bodies. That was not fun, but then again, it was not unfun. I mean, fun, but not fun. But it was pretty cool to help people out and everything. And as far as the undertakers, and help them out and everything, get to know people. Coroners, you'd help medical examiners put the bodies in and help undertakers take them out. So, it was pretty neat getting to know people and stuff like that. It's pretty neat to get to know nursing supervisors, but it was, oh gosh, it was just a pain in the ass having to deal with people with attitudes and stuff like that who cause a scene. My mama this, y'all ain't doing this right. Y'all, and people come in there sometimes getting a freaking attitude about the dumbest, stupidest stuff. And kids are coming there at times, they're crying their butts off, and just you get tired of hearing it, but at the same time too, it's a hospital. So what I would do, I just kind of walk around the hospital, kind of avoid it, but till they call me, and then somebody be acting a fool, somebody be walking around and acting strange, and got to find out wasn't much to it. And the people who weren't acting strange were strange. It was just one of those things, Then they call me for people who were cold and trying to stay in the vestibule part of the hospital, trying to avoid the breeze or whatever. And then the next thing I know, the supervisor asked me this, that, and the other. Well, did this person get moved out or this, that, other person? I'm like, well, I call this and I call that, but he's still here waiting on a ride. Well, I'll take care of it and stuff like that. So whenever he took care of it and the guy underneath him took care of it, on the second relieving him took care of it, they were just kind of more of a, man, you got to go. You got to go. I don't care. You got to go. Me, I was more passive, I guess. I guess that's one of the other reasons why they wanted me to, they kind of, did whatever they did or whoever it was, or one of the pain in the butt access control, patient access clerks or whatever, because from what I understand, one of them tried to get another guy over here in Etowah Hospital fired, and these two, the Star Regionals, they're together. So the security over here is the security in Athens, so same company. And so I made a video on it the following day on the 17th of December. And boy, they didn't like that. And so a month or so later, one of the administrators said, hey, you can come here anytime you want, just as a patient or whatever, just realize and understand it's, as far as the patient. I'm like, oh, thanks. Because they're trying to get me dismissed from going over there again, just because I had an opinion about somebody. So stupid. But anyway, I'm glad everything kind of went that way, but I'm also sad too because I don't have to deal with that kind of stuff anymore. I'm sad because I can't make a difference there trying to show compassion to others as I was trying to do. It's not like I was taking their resources and giving it to people. It was like I spent my own money buying people drinks and stuff and helping them out. I was like, okay, I'll get you. I was kind of being moderate with them. In some cases, I'm like, okay, I'll get you this, but you got to get on down the road and everything now. It might be a warm night or something, but and if it was a case where it was really cold or they didn't have no way, if they were elderly, if they're elderly folk, then I try to do whatever I could to make sure they get a ride or something like that. And the things you think, well, what about this person? Or what about that person? What about Sethra? Or, the rural buses and stuff. What about this church and that church? No. Not as much help as you would think. They really, when it come to that, whenever it come to people coming in the hospital and everything that needed a blanket, that needed to get warmed and didn't have nobody, they had nobody. I mean, they had absolutely nobody to even care for them. They were there. The doctors did their thing. The nurses did their thing. They stayed most of whatever they stayed. They got discharged, and they were ambulant. That is, if they could walk, they were pretty much kicked out. Like, okay, well, you're discharged now. You can go. Bye. And if they stayed in the waiting room too long and they weren't to be seen anymore, who'd call me? Who'd call me? Patient X, says clerk. Right there in the front, people in the front. Some of them were pretty good, and one or two of them I didn't like. And one of them I liked when I first got there. Then she kind of got to be stuck up, snobby, and everything. I started disliking her. I think she was one of the people that kind of got me out of there, or might have said something other about me being too nice to certain people, whatever, or what being nice in general, and she might not like that. So she's trying to get one other guy fired. She's probably trying to get me fired too. Well, let go from the job. It's not like I can get fired from there. They'll take me, remove me from the site. But being I made that video, I think it kind of ruined things. I took it off and everything, but Walden was like, oh, well, we'll have to let you go altogether. You don't represent us in that way, I was like, what? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I'd rather, in a way, stay at a site where I can check like a warehouse out, and then go back into a shack, go into like a plant or whatever, work by myself. And this is what it looks like I'm going on to the next job. Go and make my checks, come back, sit in the shack, do whatever, then go check things again. That's what I did whenever I was working at the dairy place, Mayfield. I did that for almost 10 years. And I enjoyed it. And I read through my Bible, I had like an hour and a half downtime. Read the Bible several times, just doing that. And I really miss that. I really miss sitting out there and doing that. But the thing I don't like about this job is, though, but I'm going to take it anyway, is just you got to come there at 12 o'clock at midnight, and you get off at midday. So I'll only have like 40 minutes to get home, 30 to 40 minutes. Then I got to go to bed and sleep for however long. I probably won't even sleep till about 4:30, maybe in some cases, I don't think. But my accident will sleep over. But if I have 2 days of that, that's not so bad. But then I got the rest of the week. I'm thinking about, well, what am I do for the rest of the week? So hopefully they'll have some other positions, jobs available where I can get some extra time in, because they were mentioning that through the orientation. So that should be pretty awesome. Looks like it's shaping up out here. Might be a little bit nicer tomorrow. I can't believe I'm still wearing these earmuffs. I feel pretty comfortable. I swear. Just pulled the little flaps out. That's all I should have done. My ears wouldn't have got so sore. Well, I think I'm gonna get on off here, y'all. Get to the 110. Then we get on off here. And so we had a pretty good night. I walked around the park. Then we walked around town a little bit. I should have went to the other part over here, further down a bit, but anyway, that's okay. And seen some sights, some old buildings, things like that, gigantic skeletons, plastic skeletons, stuff like that. Neat stuff, Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this time, despite it being cold, wet, and miserable. It wasn't so bad since the rain quit a bit, and it's pretty much quit here in the last couple hours or so. So it's turned out pretty good. Well, we'll see y'all later. You take care. Y'all have a good one. God bless, and see you later.